You're on.
Stuck solving for your ex and you don't know why? You've come to the right place for answers.
Okay, go ahead. We are back, another edition of Mrs. Miller's Math Show. Okay, you guys, the music is still going. Let's pause that. Okay, here we go. Today we are doing something that is so easy. I think you all are going to love it. We are solving formulas. What do you think about that? No, I am not being sarcastic. No sarcasm. I know, it's hard to tell sometimes. Okay, no key terms. We always love that, right? So here, this is going to be so easy. I am serious. Like, I'm actually kind of afraid to teach this to you guys because somehow the stuff that's really easy gets morphed into super complication, and everybody thinks that it's super hard. So let's try not to do that, okay? So here's what I want you to do. I want you to think about the key word for today is opposites. Opposites, opposites, opposites. Opposites in terms of opposite functions, meaning, so everybody clear out your mind. Clear out your mind right now. Drop the pencils and clear out your mind. Okay. I want you to say the first thing, this is going to be scary. I want you to say the first word that comes to mind if you're thinking along the lines of opposites when I give you the following words. You ready? Just shout it out. Add.
Subtract.
Okay. Multiply.
Divide.
Divide.
Multiply.
Okay. Divide.
Multiply.
Okay. And subtract. All right. So those are the key words we're working with here. All right. So that's what we're going to do. We are solving equations for variables in terms of other variables. So here we go. In this one, area equals length times width, or A equals L double W. We're solving for W here. I'm sorry, for L. Okay, so if it makes it easier for you to circle the variable that you have to solve for so you know, basically don't touch that. Don't do anything with it. You're doing things to everything around that variable. Go ahead and circle it. Okay, so here's what this says. A equals L times W. Times. That means multiply. What is the opposite of multiply? Divide. So what do we think we're dividing by on both sides? W. Good. Because what happens to the W's over here? They cancel out. So we end up getting A over W equals L. And that's it. Finito. The end. Don't overcomplicate. Questions on that? Okay. Yes, Aiden.
So if it doesn't say simplify, you don't simplify it, right? You reduce it out.
So the question is, if it doesn't say simplify, do we simplify? That's more applicable when you have, yeah, you don't have to simplify. Keep it short. Other questions? Okay, how easy was that? Very easy. Yay, okay. So, do we want to do some contestants? Yeah? Okay. My light burned out up here, so we're back to dark again. But that's okay. We'll work it out. I equals PRT, and we're solving it for T. I equals PRT, and we are solving it for T. So, I'm going to circle the one that we're solving for, and I will say this ahead of time for people who are going to come up and try this. You can divide by multiple things at a time. You can subtract multiple things at a time. You can add multiple things at a time. So this is P times R times T. Raise your hand if you would like to be the contestant that comes up to solve this one. All right, Rebecca, come on up. All right, everybody give Rebecca a round of applause. She's making her way to the stage, fighting through the crowd. All right. Oh. All right, I'm not going to make you guys do think music anymore. I will actually do this. Oh, that came off too. Okay, you have to do think music. Ready? Do, 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 do. All right, clap if you
knowledge of solving formulas for variables in terms of other variables.
All right. Done. Okay. Here we go, you guys. That was awesome. The next one. P equals 2L plus 2W, and we are solving this for L. P equals 2L plus 2W, and we are solving this for L. Do I have another brave soul who would like to come up and try this? Brave soul. Let's see, I think you guys have all come up before. Sloan, come on up. Everybody give Sloan a round of applause. She is making her way to the stage. All right. So again, you guys, be thinking about what she should do and whether you agree with it. Ready?
I'm done.
Ah. Okay. Clap if you agree with Sloan. Hey, I agree with Sloan. All right. Nicely done. Crystal, come up and tell her what she's won.
She has also won the knowledge of solving formulas for variables in terms of other variables.
Nice. You are so lucky. So lucky to have that knowledge. All right. Any questions as we move along? Yes, Shuggy.
Never mind, I see it.
Okay. Anybody else have questions? Okay. So I'm keeping track here as we go so that you guys are getting your credit for coming up here. All right, let's move this down a little bit. I think I blew a fuse.
Yay!
Yeah, that's why the light went out.
That's what happens when you're working hard.
That's what I like that. That's what yes, that's what happens when you're working hard. Okay, clap if you know what this formula is. C squared equals A squared plus B squared. That better be all of us. Good, Pythagorean theorem. And we are solving this for A squared. Solving this for A squared. So just this whole term is what we're solving this for. Do I have another brave person to come up and try solving this one? Okay, Alan, come on up. Everybody give Alan a round of applause. Yay!
All right.
Okay, are we done?
Yes.
So what does that say? Read that out loud.
C squared minus B squared equals A squared.
All right, clap if you agree with Alan. Yay! Everybody give Alan a round of applause. Crystal, come up and tell him what he's won.
Alan is so fortunate he has also won the knowledge of solving formulas for variables in terms of other variables.
Yay! That's awesome, Alan. That is better than any monetary prize ever, right? We're not sure. Okay, here we go. 2 more and then we're done.
Yeah.
C equals 5/9 times F minus 32, and we're solving this for F. I'm going to run through this one so that you guys can see with fractions how we want to go about doing. Yeah, I know. Don't lie. You all know you love fractions. Okay. All right. So here we go. All right. Think back to. Okay. The first thing that we want to do here is we want to get rid of this 5/9. 5/9. So does anybody think they have a way of getting rid of that? Olivia and then Zach? Okay, we are going to multiply by 9 at the same time we do something else. Zach, did you have another suggestion? Okay, what happens if we multiply by 9 and divide by 5 at the same time? Oh my. What happens? Okay, so that is the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal. So you tell me, do these 9s end up canceling each other out? Yes. And do the 5s end up canceling each other out? Yes. Oh my, I know. We have crossed into uncharted territory. On the left, we get 9/5 C. And on the right, everything except for the F minus 32 cancels out. Ooh, isn't that awesome? All right. Well, what's that?
Life-changing.
Yes, it is. Wait till they see the factoring thing. Okay, then, now we have, if we're trying to get F by itself, it has a 32 being subtracted from it. Cole. Awesome. How many people clap if you agree with Cole? Yay. So who can tell me what F ends up equaling altogether in the very end?
Oh, 9.
Okay, go ahead, shout it out.
9/5 plus 32.
All right, give yourselves a round of applause. That was a great group effort. All right.
I know that equation.
See how super short this is? This is our last example that we're done. Yay. No round of applause for that. I'm excited about that.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Okay, A equals 1/2 HA plus 1/2 HB. Oh, this is as difficult as it's going to get in your homework. Okay, for this specific assignment. Yes, good point. Okay, so here we go. Remember, if we're following the same thing that we've been doing this whole time, first thing we do is circle what we're trying to solve for. So what is the problem with this? Shuggy?
There's 2.
There are 2 H's. So is there a way that we can combine them or get it to where there's only one of them? Zach? Okay, Gustav? Awesome. Everybody, he didn't say it super loud, but factor it. Give him a round of applause. That is awesome. So, yes, he is taking a bow. That's awesome. Okay, so between 1/2, everybody listen very closely. I'm going to ask you to shout out in a minute. Between 1/2 HA and 1/2 HB, what do they both have in common?
1/2.
Anything else? H. Yay. So we factor those things out, and if we start out with 1/2 HA, and we divide out the 1/2 and the H, what are we left with in the first term? A, and then plus B. Awesome. All right, so guess what? Gustav made an awesome suggestion. Now we have 1 H left. So what are we going to do? If we look back at the last problem where we had one of these lovely fractions, how did we get rid of it?
Reciprocal.
And what good? What is the reciprocal of 1/2?
2/1.
2/1, or 2. Okay, so 2 over 1 and 1/2 on the right cancel. And on the left, 2 times A is 2A. Or 2, it's 2/1 times A, but isn't 2/1 the same thing as 2?
Yes.
Yes, good. And we're left with H times A plus B. Okay? So remember, let's not overcomplicate. If we have H being multiplied by this whole thing in the parentheses, Shuggy? Perfect. We can divide by everything in the parentheses. Give Shuggy a round of applause for that one. That's awesome. So they cancel out on the right, and on the left, what do we end up getting? H equals 2A over A plus B. Awesome. Everybody give yourselves a round of applause for that one. Yay. All right. Do we have any questions? Actually clap if you feel like today was relatively easy. Okay, good. All right. We are finished. Until next time, happy math. Wait, let me write the homework up here first. I almost forgot again. Homework number 8. Page 72, numbers 3 to 24, multiples of 3, and 32 to 40 even. I will say last period, almost everybody finished before the end of the period. So, some people are done already. Nicely done. All right, hit the pause button.